Let's start talking about business intelligence. What do we mean when we say business intelligence?
Well, yeah, I'm really glad being with you here today, and because you were talking about budgets and planning, so it's really related and relevant to our topic of today. So before we talk about business intelligence, let's start with information technology and business, because the information technology is like the umbrella which business intelligence comes underneath. Okay, so it's 2014 and we're about 2015 now.
Yeah.
So this is the age of technology. Whether you're running a small business or a large business, you are in need for the application of information and communication technology. So the concept BI, or business technology, is not new at all, since it came to the world through IBM in 1958. Because business intelligence is a process where they collect data and they analyze, they monitor, they report, and they take critical decisions. So business intelligence is a concept which gathers many applications and is really critical for everyday business processes.
Right. Now, Mr. Mohammed, as we're talking about business intelligence, so business intelligence would not have to do with a person's personal intelligence towards business, but we're talking about technology here.
Yeah, it's something with technology, all right? For some people, they think that computer is the IT, the whole thing. No, it's just a small and tiny part of it. We have smartphones these days. Okay, we have VoIP or voice over IP devices. So here comes the point. We talk about the benefits of applying the business intelligence or information technology in the business environment. For many reasons, we have to apply such applications. Number one benefit is communication. With the application of information technology, we can apply certain strategies and certain tools to let the employees communicate with each other, let the SMT, the senior management team, communicate with executive people and the first line managers and laborers and so on. So we have emails, we have e-faxing, we have e-archiving, So the applications of information technology are so many. And why we go for this? Because, back again to business intelligence, we need to take critical decisions every once in a while.
Sure.
Like you were talking about budgets and planning at the end of this episode, right?
Yeah.
So how to take such critical decisions? They should be based on studies. They should be based on numbers and figures.
Information.
This is why we have the conflict between intuition and study, case study. All right. When we take a critical decision, we should study. We should analyze the data we have. All right, through the business intelligence model or the e-business model in general. Then we proceed with taking decisions. But for sorry, some companies, they don't comply with such process. They just take their critical decisions based on intuitions, which is not professional, especially these days.
So how is it, let's say, if we compare old school businessmen to the new school businessmen, would there be, let's say, a big difference when it comes to the success of their companies? Or would you say that intuition and good luck could be part of the old school as well sometimes?
Yeah, for sorry, there are people, they still believe in old school processes and
That's
pen
me.
and paper. But the thing is, it doesn't work all the time, for sorry, and they resist. When it comes to starting up companies or ongoing companies, if they want to apply the business intelligence model or the e-business model, you find some resistance from the business owner, from the senior management team, from the employees themselves. And we can summarize all that. From the business owner side, it's a matter of cost-wise. Okay, they want to reduce the cost. He doesn't have this vision. If I apply the information to the business intelligence model, I can reduce the cost. He doesn't see this. He just looks at the figure or the number of the fees that I'm going to pay to implement such a service or such a system.
True.
And they start resisting. They say, oh, I don't want this ERP solution or the enterprise resource planning solution. I don't want that because it's so costly.
Yes.
But we have good news for those guys. You can implement and install one of these solutions with a minimum budget. Okay, it depends on your needs. All right, and the resistance of the employees because they don't want to learn new things. This is why they resist. Oh, we want to follow the old stuff.
The fear of change.
Yeah, that's it. The fear of change, and I don't want to do extra effort. He thinks that way. That if we apply the system, I need to feed the system with information, and it's a hard process and it takes time. No, it doesn't at all. But the thing is, it shows time and effort.
Yeah, but they will be forced to do so because they are dealing with other businesses and dealing with others. So they must use at least part of the information technology. But talking here about business intelligence, and we're hearing about the management information systems.
MIS, yes.
MIS, and also the information technology. We're hearing about so many of the new majors that people are graduating with. What kinds of majors that you need in order to have full network inside your company? Of IT?
Well, as I said, the IT is a general word, okay, the general concept, information technology, and the information and communication technology, because these days we have smartphones. They are connected 24/7, and you can send, receive emails, do business decisions through them. So let's use ICT, information and communication technology. Talking about the measure is something with the market needs. And here's an advice for those who wants to counter and conduct such studies. They should have this great overview on the market needs. Okay, and I'm telling them there is a big demand on e-business models and e-business measures. Whatever, it starts with programming, it's a part of the team. Start with implementing hardware and technical things, it's a part of the team. And with business people, for sorry we don't have such measures in the Middle East till this moment. E-business measures or business intelligence models. If you take a look at the business studies in our countries, they just focus on marketing, sales, and HR things. But again, the business intelligence or the e-business model covers all the business processes. No HR manager will deal with his employees. Now we have attendance systems with turnstile things. Okay, so he got to be aware of the implementation and how such systems work, right? And when it comes to marketing and sales, we have great solutions to deal with customers, like CRM solutions, customer relationship management. And when it comes to warehouse and logistic, we have the overall umbrella, which is ERP, the Enterprise Resource Planner, which covers all business processes, starting from products ending with customers. So it covers and deals with all the business processes from the start till the end. And for business owners and decision makers, it's a matter of click. You know, if you implement the business intelligence model, it's a matter of click.
Yeah. Having the data and the information.
You can see the sales activities, you can see the warehouse activities, who is doing what. And we link this to the security cams. Okay, you are in your office and you have remote branches or destinations. With a very simple click, you can see the activities of the sales team. All right, so it connects all the dots.
Right, and as we talk, Mr. Mohammed, about business intelligence here, let's say in Saudi Arabia, not only in Saudi Arabia, if we look around us, all over the world, we get to see that the business markets have always been changing, and we get to see always new businesses coming to the surface as well. Now, when we talk about here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia particularly, before, let's say, if we go back 4 decades ago or 3 decades ago, we would see, okay, so this is the mover and shaker of the construction industry. Usually there were one or a couple of guys for everything. Now we get to see in the kingdom there is so much of competition. When we are talking about construction companies that take humongous contracts, we cannot just name one. When we talk about healthcare facilities provider, we cannot mention one hospital, whether it's tertiary care to the private sector. The same applies to schools, to the car makers, to everything. We get to see more competition than ever before in the market. How important or critical is business intelligence in a time like today, in the year 2014, which is moving to 2015 in a couple of days?
Well, firstly, I agree with you on whatever you said about the market in Saudi Arabia. There is a huge potential here in Saudi Arabia, really, and Saudi Arabia now is much open to all fields and all markets. There is a demand. And talking from the business view, as I said, there is a potential, and for many reasons, especially the purchasing power here in Saudi Arabia. And again, to answer this question, I want you to focus on those 2 words. To success in business and to success in implementing such technologies, remember, it's the creation, not competition.
Mm-hmm. Being creative.
Yeah, creation, not competition. For Saudi, according to statistics, like 95% of starting up companies, they fail.
95%?
Yes, maybe more. Why? Because they compete, they don't create. They just like have this overview and see what is going on in the market.
Copying them.
Yes, and let's copy whatever they're doing. Oh, look at this guy, he's doing well in malls or in fashion or whatever. Let's copy whatever they're doing. No. The key word is not only copying, the key word is creating and added values. All right? And this is why we have a concept in business called the blue ocean strategy. The blue ocean, from the name itself, is so wide. No one is there. Go to the blue ocean. Why stick to such crowded lake?
So that means actually having some brainstorming inside the company, having a very creative company. We're talking about Google on the top of this list.
Yeah.
How people are working there and how they are being creative and coming up with new ideas every day. So this is the new model of business that we're supposed to follow. But here in the kingdom, as we are opening up our economy to the world, we'll have an aggressive competition from companies that are coming from different countries, which will affect the companies here in the kingdom, and they will be trying to have the same advance.
Yes, actually, you have mentioned a very critical thing, which is a double-edged weapon. I call it that way, the globalization. Okay, why I call globalization a double-edged weapon? Because there are good sides and bad sides of it to your own business. If you're running a business, globalization is a huge potential, but at the same time it may affect my business. If I don't follow the standards, if I don't offer added values and new services. What I mean by globalization now, it's like one village, okay? Here in Riyadh you can shop and buy things from USA, comes directly to you. Okay, so if you don't maintain a quality of service, okay, you don't maintain a good operational plan and logistic plan, you lose. So it's a double-edged weapon for this reason. If you play it right, you will gain a lot of money. You will make money out of that, really. Okay, but if you just think that globalization is nothing, no, you are mistaken. This is wrong. It's something out of control now because of the internet and the satellites and all these new communication tools. Okay, you are forced to apply the business intelligence and get the benefits out of globalization, which is really one of the benefits of business intelligence, because you can run your own website, okay, which comes under the umbrella of e-commerce. You can run your e-store and sell products within the region and worldwide. See?
We're talking about shop and ship.
Yeah.
People are buying products from China, the United States, and different parts. So if there is no good competition, even here in the kingdom, people will buy from different
Yes.
places, and this is the influence of the new technology upon the business world.
Yeah.
Indeed. Now, what is, Mr. Mohammed, this is really an interesting discussion that we've been having with you, but as it is just about time for us to be concluding this discussion, is there anything that you would like to say towards approaching it?
Well,
about business intelligence?
Towards the future of the
I think
Saudi
so.
youth here, talking about business intelligence.
I say that, guys, there are opportunities out there for you, okay, and whether you take it or just let it go. Like I call this thing, if you have one shot, one opportunity to seize everything that you ever wanted, would you capture it or just let it go? So with business intelligence, it opens new business channels and opportunities for you guys. Go and take it. It's not that hard.
And try to be creative and use your mind
Yeah.
as efficient as you could. Thank you, Mr. Mohammed Mohsen Abdellatif, for being with us
Thank
and
you,
for
guys.
adding a big value to our episode today. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
And thank you, our dear viewers, for watching this segment talking about business intelligence and the current situation of the business all over the world, and also the future, the bright future for businesses here in the kingdom and in the Middle East. For now, dear viewers, it's time to move to our second segment, second report for our second discussion of the day. We'll see it and we'll be back to you. Stay tuned.